It is widely known that some of the best RPGs in the world have originated in Japan. While franchises like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest are among the biggest names in video games, there is another IP that often does not receive as much recognition. The Tales series, or the Tales of, is a massive name in the JRPG world that is frequently overlooked by Western audiences. For almost 30 years, they have released dozens of games, and we have compiled a list of the top games in the series. For those unfamiliar with the series, Tales games offer real-time combat mechanics similar to fighting games, while also retaining the elements of a traditional JRPG, such as character development, an engaging narrative, and a cast of interesting characters. By combining these elements, the Tales games provide a refreshing break from the monotony of other JRPGs. So, prepare your mystic arts as we rank the top 10 Tales games. Top 10. Tales of Phantasia. Tales of Phantasia mark the beginning of the Tales series, and its late SNES origins have allowed it to age better than other classic RPGs such as Final Fantasy I and the original Dragon Quest. This game introduced many of the series' signature features, including its action-packed battle system and emphasis on character development. Furthermore, it stood out for its impressive visuals, making it an outlier among other SNES RPGs. The fact that the GBA version of Tales of Phantasia received a 76 meta rating 11 years after its original Japanese release speaks to its quality and suggests that it would have scored even higher if it had been released in the US in the mid-1990s. This game boasted a character-driven story with elements such as time travel, otherworldly beings, and dynamic villains, putting it in the same league as some of Square's best RPGs. Nevertheless, Tales of Phantasia deserves credit for holding its own against Squaresoft's heavy hitters. Top 9. Tales of Xillia 2. Tales of Xillia 2 continues the narrative of the original Xillia game, but with a new protagonist named Ludger Krennic, who has the ability to travel between parallel dimensions to maintain equilibrium in his world. This sequel also provides more insight into the characters from the previous game. However, while the story is enriched, the game's pacing slows down in the middle section due to an excessive amounts of backtracking and fetch quests. Despite this, Tales of Xillia 2 retains the engaging combat system of its predecessor and an intriguing overall plot. Top 8. Tales of Zestiria. Tales of Zestiria, the 15th primary installment in the series, features Sorey as its protagonist, a character endowed with magical powers to stabilize the land and combat the malevolent creatures known as Hellion. The game was designed with a focus on the classic elements of the Tales series while incorporating modern gameplay systems. Although the beginning of the game may seem sluggish, it gradually evolves into a remarkable JRPG experience. Top 7. Tales of Graces F. While Tales of Zestiria experimented with open-world gameplay, Tales of Graces F is an example of a linear game in the Tales series. Nonetheless, it is one of the favorites due to its well-crafted story that explores darker themes such as death and ruthless ambition, and a cast of memorable characters. Asbel Lant, the protagonist, is particularly noteworthy, and his companions help to elevate the typical anime story from boredom. The game strikes a balance between drama and comedy, keeping players engaged for an approximately 80 hours it takes to complete the game, including an epilogue needed to access the true ending. The game's main drawbacks are its challenging boss battles, requiring significant grinding, and its PS2 era visuals.
You're mine! Take that!
Top 6. Tales of Destiny. Tales of Destiny was the first game in the Tales series to be released in North America. Despite its unique hybrid combat system and diverse cast of characters, the game struggled to attract a significant audience due to its release in the same year as several prominent titles such as Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Final Fantasy Tactics, and most notably, Final Fantasy VII. As a result, Tales of Destiny was largely overlooked at the time of its release. Despite this setback, Tales of Destiny remains one of the standout titles in the Tales series and even received a full remake on the PS2, albeit only in Japan. Top 5. Tales of Eternia. Tales of Eternia played a significant role in establishing the Tales franchise, and it debuted on the PlayStation in Japan in year 2000. Like other Tales games of its time, Eternia employs 2D anime-style sprites and linear combat, but still manages to hold up compared to more recent titles with superior graphics. However, Tales of Eternia is often confused with Tales of Destiny 2, which is a sequel to Tales of Destiny that follows Kyle Dunamis, the son of Stan Aileron, the protagonist of Tales of Destiny. This is because when Tales of Eternia was released in North America, it was renamed Tales of Destiny 2 to avoid trademark issues, causing even more confusion. Top 4. Tales of Berseria. Tales of Berseria, released in 2016, is the second most recent entry in the series, arriving just 1 year after Tales of Zestiria. The two games share the same universe, with Zestiria taking place 1,000 years after the events of Berseria. Berseria boasts some of the most rapid and striking character development in the series. The protagonist, Velvet, has a simple ambition of caring for her ailing younger brother, Laphicet. However, when demons attack her village, her life is forever altered. Her brother-in-law, Artorius, performs a ritual called the Advent and sacrifices Laphicet, causing Velvet to become a demon after being possessed by one of them. Berseria is darker and slower paced than other Tales games, but it is a shocking and poignant experience with the series' signature combat system complementing the narrative. Tales of Vesperia. Tales of Vesperia is a well-known installment in the series and has earned its reputation in part due to the fact that it has been ported to almost every modern gaming system under the title Definitive Edition. However, the game is also popular for its high quality. The characters, Yuri and Estelle, are more relatable than the typical brooding hero needs to escort a damsel in distress duo found in other JRPGs. Their story expands beyond the typical narrative, and their interactions with other characters are brilliant within the genre. The game's only flaws are its ending, without an epilogue, and slightly better than PS2 era visuals. Although it looked better than Grace's, it was still inferior to other games of the time. Tales of Vesperia is a magnificent adventure and what we would recommend for a second or third playthrough solely for its storyline. Top 2. Tales of Symphonia. Taking the second post on our list is Tales of Symphonia, a game that played a pivotal role in introducing the series to its Western audience. The protagonist, Lloyd Irving, is tasked with protecting his friend Colette as she embarks on a journey to save the world. While it may not offer the same level of versatility and freedom of movement as more recent titles in the series, Tales of Symphonia remains a thrilling gameplay experience with timeless art direction. Additionally, it is an excellent choice for newcomers looking to play their first Tales game.
Sorry.
Top 1. Tales of Arise. Tales of Arise, the most recent entry in the series, was worth the lengthy waits between releases. It is the highest budget Tales game yet, and this is evident in the game's smooth gameplay and stylish graphics, especially on current generation hardware. Tales of Arise is a standalone game that does not require prior knowledge of the series, making it more appealing to newcomers. It retains all of the signature elements of the Tales series, but they have been enhanced and polished to perfection. Although the skits have been slightly modified, they remain a fan favorite. Additionally, the game's extensive customization options make it accessible to newcomers to JRPGs. The storyline confronts some heavy topics such as class conflict and slavery, and handles them with care throughout the journey. And there you have it! We've journeyed through the vast world of Tales games and crowned the ultimate champion in the series. But remember, whether you agree or disagree with our rankings, what truly matters is the adventure we made along the way. Now that we've tackled the Tales games, why not dive into more epic rankings? Be sure to check out our videos on the best Suikoden games and the best Star Ocean games as well.